I always say this is not a regular podcast because it's not, right? Unscripted, just speaking straight from the heart and brain, your mind, whatever comes out, it is what it is, one take. And I'm glad to have Andre back. Andre, welcome back to the podcast, the Night Watch podcast that is, and let's get right into it, bro. We were talking earlier, and you was zoned out. You was thinking, and I caught you just like, yo, Andre, you good, bro? And what you told me? What was in your heart, bro?
Hugo, first, thank you for having me back on the podcast.
Come on, man.
You know, I mean, I'm excited to be here. You know, sometimes when you go into the inner thoughts,
Yep.
That's where you have the deep conversations, right? Pondering things that are happening in the world. You got children, you got wives, you bringing them up, and there's so much going on right now, right? Out in the world, like from the politics to the crime to the, and so when you're raising kids and you see these type of things going on, you got to stop and think about the direction and make sure that you're bringing the right jewels to your children so that they don't have to fall into the traps. Like,
I get it. I think like that too, but I saw you, like, I met the wife, the kids, right? It was quick, and we doing so much stuff all day, right? All week, we always doing stuff, right? And life is about to change for a lot of people around us, right? Mm-hmm. But you also think like, damn, am I doing the right thing? That's always in the back of my head, bro. Like, am I really doing the right thing? Am I going this route? And I try not to second question myself because I am doing the right thing, or else I wouldn't be doing it. Because I live a certain way to try to be a better person, right? So I am doing the right thing. So when I start questioning myself, I stop, because that's gonna lead me into doubt, and I don't have room for doubt. So when I saw you thinking like that, I was like, yo, Andre, what's up, bro? And you're like, well, you don't understand. I said, I do. Say it. I told you to say it.
Yeah.
And exactly how you think, that's how I think too, Andre. And a lot of people that watch this, or they're gonna watch it later, whatever it is, we all going through that. We're all trying to see if we're doing the right thing. But guess what? We are, bro. If you're trying to be a better person, a better human being every day, we're doing the right thing, bro. So don't ever question yourself. Don't think that we're gonna save everybody. We give the information to people, they take it or leave it, that's on them.
Yeah.
But you're doing the right thing, because you're the man of the household. You're the man regardless, right? In your family, you are the man, so you gotta do the irregular shit, bro. You gotta be out. We out all day.
Yeah, real talk.
Bro, you been out all day since last week. Sounds weird, right? People like, y'all been out all day, but I've been out, bro, for years, bro. And I just hope everything do work out the way I see it in my head. But even if it doesn't, it's gonna work out the way God wants it to work out. And as long as I think like that, it's gonna be all right, bro. And that's why I asked you that, so.
That's real talk. You know, Hugo, there's two things in life, right, that I believe make people ask those questions. And when I first met you, we were sitting at the Raw one night, and you was telling me a story about like all the things you went through in life, your experience as a bodyguard, you know, protecting other people's lives. And you said there was a moment when you came back and you lost everything because of the situation. And you said, I was lost, right? And
I was lost.
And it hit me because what happens, we attach so much to what we do and our purpose and our identity as one, that if one thing falls off, now you find yourself scrambling like, yo, who am I? Am I doing now? What am I doing? Right? Because that what you did for so long drove you, and then when it just disappears, who is this Hugo? And you find yourself rebuilding yourself. And so I did that in life, right? I lost everything, stripped down, sent to a foreign land, learned a new language. All of these things happen, and a lot of people don't know my story. Mm-hmm. And what I realized is that identity crisis and purpose are the two things that the world struggles with right now. And so today happens to be Halloween. And I was sitting there, when you looked at me, I'm watching all these people walk through, and they couldn't wait to this day to put on another face, right?
Yeah.
Because the reality of who their lives have become and what they're doing, they don't know. The world is lost. They have identity complex. We watch TV to find who we want to be. And we try to mimic these characters, that people around our circle that influence us. We want to be like them. And so I have to, as a kingdom man, I have to protect that identity that God has given me. Mm-hmm. I have to protect my integrity. I have to protect my morals. So every circle I can't be in, right? I can't just do what everybody does, because there's character and integrity and other things that I hold as a a value inside of my heart, like, yo, because I can't afford it to get out of line with certain things that I do, you know? And so sometimes I get caught up pondering and thinking about things.
And that's okay though. I caught that. I do that shit all the fucking time. I don't want to curse, bro, but I do that all the time, bro. And some people don't even catch it because they're not on the same vibration or my same energy. I caught you because I'm on the same. I'm doing the same thing you're doing, bro. We just have different paths, and our path lined up together, right? And we got so much stuff going on, bro, that sometimes I think like, man, the good, always somebody that's doing good for people and all that, they're the first one to go. And I'm like, damn, we can't be that good now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to go. It ain't time for me to go.
Yeah.
So it makes me think like that, but it also makes me think like, bro, I just hope all this shit that I've been doing finally connects, bro. Because I hate for it not to connect, bro, because then I'll see my life as a failure, right? And I when I start thinking like that, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What am I thinking about? I say it is gonna work because God didn't put all these people around me, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I catch myself like that, nobody's around me to catch me, bro, because they're not on the same vibration as me. So when I saw you, I already knew what the look was, bro. And that's why I asked you.
You know, I did so in my church, I do like youth Sundays, right, with the youth group. And every third Sunday, I'll do a sermon. And the last Sunday, I did a sermon, and what God was showing me was that the word of God tells us that we're kings and priests. And so when you put those two combinations together, a king has a domain that he rules. It's called his territory, right? A kingdom. So it's a kingdom that he rules. And the priest is someone who can speak the word and declare, right? And so if you were made, and this is outside of religion, right? Because I say certain things that are associated with church, people will be like, yo, he's a religious man. I'm not. I'm a kingdom man, right? I understand kingdom principles, and the word of God is a kingdom book. So as a king, you speak, your words have value. Your words carry weight. So when you wake up in the morning and you begin to tell the day what you want to see, and they call it in another world, the secret, right? Manifestation, like, because it's a spiritual principle, no matter who uses it, it works because we're humans. And we have this ability to speak. It says that the power of life and death is in your tongue. And so when you wake up and you begin to speak what you want to see, then you'll see it, right? And so that's a very powerful tool. And so what I've been doing lately is getting up and declaring and decreeing what I want to see in my territory. And now I know that when God sends people into my life, they're either attached to my destiny or they go. And the ones that go, I know they're not attached.
Yep.
And so when we met and we came together, it was a divine connection. It was something that's attached to my destiny. We're working out the details of how that's gonna work, but God never does nothing without building success into it. So trapped inside of every man is potential to become whatever.
Yep.
Right? And I always go back to this parable of like the tree and the seed, because trapped inside of every tree is a seed, or is a fruit that bears a seed, that when that tree drops that fruit, bears another tree that produces fruit, that produces seeds. So success for the plants is built into it. You only have to make one plant and then you have thousands. How much more are you with the potential that's trapped on the inside? And so every day, environments and who you allow to water you and who you allow to speak into your life, who you allow to encourage you, produces your potential. And then you start realizing, man, I'm way more than I ever thought. And I see you, Hugo, I watch your podcast and I'm like, yo, there's deeper stuff than the jokes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? This guy is really thinking
There
about
is.
some real life things. And I'm like, yo, I like being around you, because that positive energy, that vibe it's hard to find in this world, right?
Yeah.
There's so much negativity out here.
Oh, there is.
People that are just trying to take advantage of your gifts and your talents, and then they move on. But when you get with real ones,
They can relate, bro.
man,
It don't even feel like they're using you. It doesn't even feel. It just feels like a team, because we're on the same vibe, the same vibration, and it's the same goals, bro. But you also, when you are like that, Andre, you notice the bad people. Not necessarily that they're bad, but they're not aligning with your purpose, and you notice that shit right away too, though. And I notice a lot of stuff like that, and it just sucks to see it because you don't expect it for certain people, but you gotta accept it for what it is. And I started doing that, and the more I do that, the closer I get to where I need to be.
That's a fact.
You know, and it's exciting, but it's scary in a way because it's gonna be a lot. And all the stuff that we go through every day, bro, without nothing, without closing that deal, without doing this and that, it's preparing you, bro. Like literally, it's preparing you for what's about to come. Because we just talked about it a little while ago. Things can change within an hour, bro. Things can change within a day. And I seen that. I seen that in my life before, bro. One deal changes everything. Another deal changes. It happens, bro. And the same way, one thing took everything from me, right? I accepted it too, but I know I can do one more thing. I can get back up, and that's the mission that I've been on. So I already know what's coming, bro. And this is around the corner, man. I'm excited for what's coming, but it's a lot to take in. That's why you need the right people around you because they feeling the same thing. But when you can drop a little bit off your shoulder and have your partner like carry that, it helps you because them shows get heavy, bro.
Yo,
and then that shit start taking a toll on you. And I know a lot of people like now in this world, yeah, it's Halloween, this and that, bro. I'm not dressing up. I got a mask in my trunk that I wore last year, but I can wear it now if I want to. But I'm so locked into this shit, bro. I don't see none but today, tomorrow. I don't see none of that, bro. I just see the finish line, bro.
Straight up.
So it sucks because I want to live in the present moment all the time, but sometimes you really gotta stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna socialize and all that, but you gotta have those people around you to talk to and release that shit too. Cause then you'll go into the space of what do you call it? You were dazed off. What you called it?
I was just I was capturing my thoughts, right?
Yeah, but
and portraying that.
I saw that, but you don't want to stay there too long because there's still shit going on right now, and it will distract us, bro. You know what I'm saying? In a good way, but you also gotta not go so deep, bro. I think, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I like to think deep, and you know me, I'm always joking, I'm clowning, I'm laughing in the moment. But then there's times where, like the meeting I left, I had a real conversation with somebody. And one of the things he was telling me about how he lost everything. And what we going through right now, we'd be like, damn, we should have made it. We should be at top right now, right? But the thing about how sometimes God works is he breaks you to stretch you, right? Because there's so much more than what we really think he's about to do that we can't handle without the breaking. Because it's in the breaking that you get, man, all right, I'm at rock bottom now, and then the build up. And so sometimes I look at that which could be bad and I'll be like, yo, it's because he wants to equip you for something more.
Yep.
And in the times that we live in the day we live in, there's uncertainty at every corner. Financial systems, banks, you see these dudes, the Dow Jones falls 300 points, they jumping out the window because they've never been stretched. They've never been broken. So as soon as some bad news comes their way, they don't know how to handle it. Suicide rates are at all-time high. Why?
Bro, I had my share of bad news, Andre, and that shit sucks, bro.
It's real.
It sucks, bro, but it happens for a reason. You gotta understand that. Bro, everybody going through shit right now. Everybody did whatever they had to do to take the kids, buy them costume, even if it's not expensive. Bro, that shit's money, bro.
It's money.
Everybody's going through some shit right now. But guess what? There's light at the end of the tunnel, bro. You gotta think like that. Bro, yeah, I'm stressed, but I've been stressed for 3 years on probation, bro. And every month I happen to make it to what all my bills. And my bills ain't cheap. And I'm like, wow, how the hell did I make this shit?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, God is good, bro, because he always been providing. But he stretches me, bro. He breaks me to the last few days. And I'm like, I know he's gonna come. And then boom, I get a call, I do this, and I make that money for the month, for 2 months. And I'm like, wow, what the? He just teaching me like, yo, look, no matter how bad it is, it's gonna get better. And it can change like an hour, 24 hours, 48, it doesn't matter, but it'll change when you least expect it. But as long as you have faith, bro, and not have no doubt in him, bro, like, shit really happens, bro.
It's the facts. It's the facts, man. You said the right words. Faith moves mountains, yo. Right? And the enemy to faith is doubt. And so we in a battle. Whether you people understand it or not, spiritual battle first. And the enemy's influence is always to get you to doubt. Right? Every time you mention God's name, expect an attack, right?
I call it the curveball. Sometimes the curveball of the day, bro. It's real simple. When people get up, bro, something's gonna throw you off to just go off course from the minute you get up. It can be an idea that you're like, oh, that ain't gonna work. When you think like right there, should be like, nope, I'm not thinking like this. There it is. I'm not gonna start my day. You can change it. The same way you're thinking about the negativity thought that you just came in your head, or you saw something on your phone, like it's gonna piss you off. The same way you like fueling that idea, you can fuel the good idea. Be like, no, I'm not gonna let that in. Hey, let's go. Let's have a good day. I talk to myself out loud. I talk to myself in my head all the time, bro. Cause you gotta make it that way, or else the bad little situation is gonna throw you off. There's no room for that, bro.
You know, when we was in the car, we was riding, we was talking about cologne earlier.
Yeah.
Right?
I like to smell good, Andre.
Yeah, yo.
No matter what. That's one of my things. You got it, hygiene, bro. You got to smell good all the time. Cause I'm in the people's world, right? I'm in the people's space and all. If I'm always around and people like, oh, man, don't smell good, or he smell weird, bro, they're not gonna be around me. So I can't handle my business. So I'm very big on hygiene and smelling good and taking care of yourself. So I always expect that from people. When I see somebody smelling good or I smell them as I'm talking, I say, damn, man, it smell good, bro. Because I know what it takes. It takes a little bit of effort to do that.
Yeah.
And that little bit of effort sometimes people don't do.
Now, on the other side of that is that we can spray on cologne, but you can't spray on attitude, right? So the attitude of gratitude, that vibe that you give off, when even though the storms are rocky, even though my world's upside down, you still smiling and you cracking jokes. That you can't just spray on.
Nah,
right?
bro.
That's a choice that you have to make. And sometimes it's hard, right? Because you're like, man, I got all this pressure, but I'm choose to be positive.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that radiates more than what I can smell.
That's what I just said, Andre.
I know that.
You gotta cut all the negativity off no matter what. Stay positive. That way you ain't gotta spray the good attitude. You don't, because when you spray the good attitude, it's fake. And people see right through that, bro. We create our own energy every time, bro. I listen to a lot of shit on YouTube. I listen to a lot of people that tell me, hey, read this or listen to this, because I play that shit throughout the day. Sometimes I play it throughout my workout, but it works, bro, because it's all good energy. And I keep my vibration high, bro, no matter what I got going on, bro. So I guess some people notice it. I don't know.
Well, it's facts, man. You know, you spray on good cologne, but the part I was trying
to... You gotta have the whole package, bro.
It's really, people come across and they can smell good, they can look good,
but the energy,
and they miserable, yo.
And you can see right through
they come near you, you be like, man, get away from me.
And that's why people are like, yo, I don't like his energy. Bro, he can have all kind of chains on, money, smell like money, but the energy's off, right?
Get out of here.
People can feel that.
They can feel that.
Ain't no spray can take that away.
That's what I'm telling you. And no cologne can mask it, right? And we see somebody, you see a girl, you know how you go to somewhere and you be like, yo, how that guy get that girl? He is ugly.
Looks weird.
Yo, looks funny, walks funny.
They look awkward. They don't look good together.
She loves him because of his attitude, yo. We said it, the confidence that he comes off. He know he ugly, but he like, yo, my vibe is right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
he owns who he is. He owns who he is and what he's going to do or whatever it is, right? His world. And when you are like that, you vibrate different, bro. When you trying to hide shit, hide yourself from the world's still gonna see you, dog.
They see it. And then the more you get around it, you get more sensitive to it. And that's how you can discern it, man. That's how you know which people you gotta get out your life, and you know which ones you wanna come get closer to.
100%. I always say, like, I don't wanna learn your lessons, bro. I already learned my lessons. So if you ain't learned your lessons, bro, and you still learning your lessons, I don't want you around me, because I'm already past that.
Yeah.
So work on yourself, like I worked on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through my shit. I'm out of it, almost out of it, or working towards being out. But if you're not even trying to work your shit out, I don't need that, because then that extra baggage for me, bro.
Yeah, fact.
It's gonna hold me a lot longer. It's gonna, like, how do you say it? It's gonna take from my time of winning, bro, because now I gotta sit here with your shit. And you're not even trying to get better, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you, but
I understand, because you get around the Debbie Downers, yo. You can tell
Debbie Downers.
You can tell the people, man, look, we just made $1 million, and they'll still find something.
They'll find something
yo,
to pick at it
and nitpick.
I don't need that shit around me, man.
Like,
For anybody, bro, for anybody that hears this shit, if you one of the Debbie Downers,
keep it moving.
don't even come around me, bro, because my shit, first of all, you're not even gonna run into my path. You're not, because where I'm at, my vibration is 0 Debbie Downers. Debbie Downers?
You gotta get rid of them. Them Karens, yo, get up out of
Them Karens,
man.
all them shit, yo, stay away. But on some positive stuff, today's not today, but every day is a blessing, bro. Every day is a blessing for everybody.
Yes.
People take that shit for granted, Andre, and bro, the fact that we're here right now, bro, we're living history right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 hours from now, we're gonna go somewhere else. But this right here is done and set. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have it so we can play it later. But it's history, dog. We're really living in current history. So to those people, cause you know you talk on the church and all that. What would you say? Like, enjoy today, be blessed today. Don't worry about tomorrow. If you have your head right on your shoulders, if you're focused on your goals, it's gonna come. Just don't stop.
You know, Jesus did a parable on in the book of Matthew, right? And in life, what life has done in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? He puts these different categories from, like, people, you need food and you need water and you need self-actualization, you need to be around people, there's these layers of what he defined as life, right? And then Jesus comes out and he says, you know, don't worry about what you're gonna eat and what you're gonna drink or what you're gonna wear. He was like, look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap, but yet your heavenly Father feeds them. How much more valuable are you? And so he leaves them with a statement, and he says, prioritize first, seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, which means to stay right aligned with me. And he said, and all things will be added to you. So the world will tell you, go chase fame, go chase things, go get friends, go get people. And God says, come seek me, and everything that you desire, I will add to you.
And the thing is, he adds it on when you're doing it like that, the right way, bro. He will add it on when you need it, when you not when you want it. Because if you get it when you want it, you're not even ready for it. You're gonna lose it. But he doesn't want you to lose it. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to keep it. So he prepares you through all the turbulations and the bad things. We know that we like to say, yo, life is beating me up. Bro, he's preparing you so you can keep it. You know what I'm saying? You can appreciate things. Because if you're not ready, you can have it. You can win the lotto tonight, and tomorrow you'll lose it by 24 hours. You'll lose it. Why? Because you didn't know how to. You weren't built for that shit yet. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to a lady from our church today, and Jamaica just got hit with a devastating storm. And this lady came out, and behind her was the governor of Jamaica standing behind her. She was out on the street. They were doing an interview, and she was like, I have life. I'm homeless, but I have life. And she said to the people, she was like, the rich and the poor are in the same boat. We're both homeless, but we have life. So when you understand the value of being able to get up in the morning and to have that day, a lot of people didn't wake up.
A lot of people didn't make it today, bro. And a lot of people didn't make it to lunch. A lot of people might not make it to dinner, dog.
It's real.
So the fact that we all here, bro, like it's just amazing. So stop thinking like life is so bad. No matter what the situation is, you don't have it that bad, bro.
No.
You're breathing. You're breathing. Even if some people are in the hospital, some people are going through stuff. Listen, bro, you're still alive, bro, and you're gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? So we all have our path, bro. We all have our path. We all got our things that we got to deal with. Maybe you get hurt, not you, right? I'm just talking like maybe somebody gets hurt, end up in the hospital. You don't know who you have to run into in the hospital for them to hear what you have to say. It can be the littlest thing, and you just change their life. That was your purpose, bro. You got hurt to go there, but when you think like that, you got to be woke to that, bro. I'm speaking on some way past things, bro, that people might not understand. But I believe I run into people. You've been around me. You seen how shit goes around me. I run into a lot of people every day, bro, and it's for a reason. I don't even know who I'm running into when we leave here. It's already done, though. I just gotta walk those steps, you know what I'm saying? And as long as you think like that, God is always gonna lead you to the right people, bro.
Amen to that. You know what, Hugo? You said some stuff one time when you were talking about one of your people you were bodyguarding for.
Okay.
And you said you were willing to sacrifice yourself for their better good.
I did.
Because that was your job.
I did.
It wasn't even your job.
It wasn't even my job to that extent, but I did it.
But what I mean by that is, that shows the character.
Man, yeah, but it was hard, bro.
I know it is, yo.
But
I know it is.
But I always say, if I ain't supposed to be here, bro, it's beyond what you pay me. It's beyond what people pay me, bro. But I believe God puts me in certain situations and has put me in tough situations, bro, that the normal person ain't gonna fucking swallow that pill, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Cause it was tough for me to swallow that pill, dog.
Tough one, baby.
And I'm like, man, what am I doing, bro? Bro, I literally saw a few situations, I saw my whole body, like my soul leave my body and say, yo, Hugo, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And I'm like, and then I jump back into my body and I'm like, and I still did it. Why? Because I have faith that I'm here for a reason. I'm here for this situation. And whatever happens here, I'm gonna be out of there, bro. God's gonna take me out. You know what I'm saying? Or else he wouldn't even put me in a situation, bro.
And
that's for everything.
That's real.
That's for everything.
Not a lot of people think like
bro,
that.
I don't even know how I think like that. I don't even know when I got to that point. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't even know when I got to that point, Andre. But I think about that shit every day, and I think like that every second, bro. Even to, let's go, we gotta go to the studio. We here right now, right? And we talking like this. We're supposed to talk like this.
Yeah. And I didn't want to come.
I know you didn't want to come. Shit, me neither, bro.
But the point is...
But I asked Andres, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm like, that. He could have said, no, I got something to do. And we would have been like, all right, cool, shit, we ain't coming. But we're supposed to, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when I don't want to do a lot of things, Andre, I just go. I really say that shit, but I really do. I go.
Yeah.
I don't let another thought go in my head saying, hey, no, don't do it. I just go, bro. And I wish a lot of people would understand that. I'm not just talking like talking shit to be positive. Bro, you just gotta do it. When you think about it, just do it and get it done with.
You know, and they say that a good man steps in order. And so when you end up in places, in situations, you gotta understand that there's a reason behind everything. There's a purpose behind everything. Everywhere you end up in a day, and the days go by like this, and sometimes you overlook certain situations and circumstances. But when I started to really get close to God and communicate with him more, I started understanding that everywhere he sends me is for a reason. So we can talk about all kind of different things on this podcast. This is substance, right? This is the stuff that lifts people up.
Bro, it lifts me up right now.
Yeah, this.
Bro, I know you see my eyes, Andre. I'm borderline about to break down, bro, because I don't open up a lot of time, but I'm seconds from breaking down all the time, but I just go. So that's just a thing that people gotta understand. We all going through shit. I don't know how people see me, bro. They probably see me as this tough guy, bully guy, but bro, I hurt too.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for all the things that are happening to us, because we in it now. And it's happening to this whole circle, bro. And I know where it's going, bro. I know. I already see it. That's one of my gifts, bro, that for myself, I see what's in store for me, bro. And if it's in store for me and you around me, I already know what's about to happen, bro. So I'm so excited, bro. But I'm also like emotional about it, bro. Like, everything, because shit's about to change, bro. And I know people like think there's no change, bro. If you know me at one point in life, hit me up, bro, because you met me for a reason. You met me for a reason. I met 100%. You for a reason, bro. And now there's gonna be a shift. I know there's a lot of shit going on in the fucking world, bro, but so what? Stick to the people that you think are good people, and they're gonna uplift you, bro.
Straight up, because God is raising up kings right now, right? It's not a season for the weak. It's not a season for the faint of heart. It's not a season for those who are wishy-washy or double-minded. He breaks us to get us established, to build us character, to build perseverance, to build everything that you're gonna need for the journey, because it's never easy at the top.
People think that, though.
They think it's easy.
Yo, once you go to the top, they think, oh, you made it, bro. That's when everything
the weight of
really
the world
is, bro.
on your shoulders. Then we think it's bad.
What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do when you get all that power? What are you gonna do when you get all that money? What are you gonna do when you pay all those bills? What are you gonna do when you get the house you wanted? I always tell people, what are you gonna do, bro? You see what the color of your house? Do you picture the color of the house? You don't even know the color of your house you want. I want this, I want that. They don't even know it, bro. So if you don't even see the color of your house, the color of your door, you don't really see the vision, bro. So what are you gonna do when you get it, bro? Somebody hand you all this money. What are you gonna do with it?
Stay humble.
You gotta stay humble, bro.